And to shed more light on Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli tour in Alexandria and the great leap Alexandria Governorate have witnessed during the past years, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Dr. Ayman, Ghonem, the economic expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, madam.
Well, sir, concerning that the tour made by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli today in Alexandria Governorate to a number of developmental projects, national mega projects, the Prime Minister said that the major development achievements have been witnessed in Alexandria in recent years. What are the major developments, achievements that have been made in Alexandria, that Alexandria actually have witnessed in the last previous years, and why is Alexandria considered a strategic governorate for Egypt?
Well, actually, Alexandria is a strategic governorate for Egypt. It used to be the second capital, the summer capital of the Egyptian government, and it's the major strategic port on the Mediterranean. It has many ports on the Mediterranean. It has Alexandria port, the Fila port, on one hand, and on the other hand, Alexandria has a lot of factors that facilitate the development of industries. Egypt has been trying to develop its manufacturing industries during the last few years since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was elected to the presidency in 2014. And now we have the Egyptian National Strategy for Industrialization that aims at expanding the industrial output to around 20% of the GDP by 2030. In this regard, Alexandria and its economic zones, its investment zones and industrial zones play a pivotal role, especially in the industrial zone of Burj Al Arab that takes advantage of the competitive factors of the Alexandria as a port. It takes advantage of its proximity to the Nile Valley, and it takes advantage of the abundance of labor, whether in Alexandria or in the Delta region. In this regard, I believe that the President has given instructions to the government to work on the field, to solve the problems with the investors. Because in the previous years and decades, we used to have many good initiatives, many good laws and facilities, but they used to fail because they neglected details. Many of such initiatives and laws were applied theoretically, actually, not practically. And in this regard, the movements and the tours taken by the Prime Minister and the other ministers of the economic group are highly valued and acknowledged by the business community locally, regionally, as well as internationally also.
Yes. Dr. Ghonem, now also the Prime Minister said that Alexandria is witnessing a leap in the field of infrastructure and roads, now linking Alexandria with the North Coast and with the Mersa Matouh and Ras Al Hikma, and huge investments, mega investments that are taking place in the North Coast and in Alamein and Ras Al Hikma.
Well, actually, Egypt's infrastructure has seen a great leapfrogging forward during the term of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Talking about the roads, Egypt was able to increase its road network by 7,000 kilometers. It increased or it improved the quality and efficiency of more than 10,000 kilometers roads. So we're speaking about 17,000 kilometers. And this represents around 54% of the present road network, which is around 31,000 kilometers. And here the aim is to transfer or transform Egypt from being a rentier economy into becoming a manufacturing, services, as well as exporting economy. In doing this, the road network was designed in order to link the industrial zones and industrial centers to the raw materials production centers and the agricultural centers, linking the industrial or manufacturing projects or manufacturing centers to the ports of exportation, as well as to the projects of agricultural development, like the New Delta project on 2.2 million acres west of the delta in the western desert. In this, we're witnessing that the Egyptian government is trying really to build synergies. It's trying to exploit the benefit of proximity and the integration between the agricultural and the manufacturing projects.
Yes. So, Dr. Ghonem, a large number and a huge number of projects taking place in Alexandria Governorate. How is it expecting providing job opportunities from these mega projects?
Well, as you said, the employment is a major objective of the Egyptian government and a major objective of the industrial expansion in Egypt. Egypt was able to reduce its unemployment rate from around 12.7% in 2016 to around 6% presently. So we're talking about 6.7% reduction. And if you multiply this 6.7% by the official labor force, which is around 30 million laborers, so we're talking about providing job opportunities for around 2 million inhabitants, 2 million people. And knowing that the informal economy is as big as the formal economy, so we're talking about providing job opportunities for 4 million, not 2 million inhabitants. Of course, a major factor in such vision is the construction and real estate sector, and we needed such construction or constructional development and constructional leapfrogging because of the ailing state of the infrastructure that Egypt suffered from by 2010. But of course, we should not expect such big jumps to continue in the construction sector, and that's why now we're trying to benefit out of this infrastructure in building production capacity, building competitive production capacity that's mainly oriented towards exportation, as well as, of course, in import substitution, in order to increase the country's revenues of foreign currency and reduce the importation and increase the employment, as you said.
Yes, Dr. Ghonem, also the establishment of new cities in Alexandria Governorate, like the new Abu Qir city, and not only establishing a city built where buildings and shops are built, also the state is always thinking of building integrated cities like the city of Abu Qir, where the metro station and product is going to be linked to, I mean, the idea and mentality and this advanced way of thinking of establishing integrated cities, linking it with transportation lines.
Well, actually, the new republic is focusing on building the so-called fourth generation cities. These are smart cities. These are cities that are equipped with superb infrastructure, optic fiber networks, state-of-the-art services. And here the focus is to position such cities as centers for manufacturing, centers for production, and centers for excellence in providing financial financial services and other services. We're talking not only about cities around Alexandria. Here we're talking about establishing more than 22 different fourth generation cities across the country. Of course, the most famous of which are the new administrative capital, the new Al Alamein, and as you said, New Abu Qir. Also, we have many cities in the Delta. We have New Mansoura. We have many other cities in the in Upper Egypt, like New Asyut and New Suhaib. So this idea of the new republic is the full transformation of Egypt, as I said, from a rentier economy into a manufacturing and service-based economy.
Yes. Dr. Ghonem, also how does the integrated strategy for the management of the rainwater in Alexandria addresses environmental challenges?
Well, as you said, the rainwater in Alexandria has been actually a chronic problem facing the city and facing the life of the city and its ongoing activities. Since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi was elected to presidency in 2014, and he has been addressing and trying to solve problems in the Egyptian economy. Of course, including, as I said, the fact that our economy was a rentier economy. Now we're trying to move to a manufacturing and service-based economy. Also, the infrastructure and the ongoing life of Alexandria has long suffered from such a problem of the rainwater, and that's why now trying, first of all, to solve this problem by improving the sewage network in Alexandria from one side, and from the other side trying to make use of such rainwater, because as we know, Egypt now is in the zone of water scarcity. Like many other arid countries in Africa, and that's why we have to make the best use of our water resources, include, of course, the rainwater. The rainwater is being used, by the way, in the Delta, and the Delta region, many farms depend on rainwater, at least in giving one irrigation round per annum. So now, I believe that shifting such dependence and shifting such benefit to Alexandria would create a synergy and would improve the industrial as well as agricultural development in the region outside or surrounding Alexandria.
Yes. Also, Dr. Ghonem, the significance of Al Hammam Canal water conveyance project for the new Delta project. What is the importance of this project?
Well, actually, the new Delta project on 2.2 million acres targets using Nile water as well as treated wastewater, and the strategy of the Egyptian government is to try to depend 50-50 on the wastewater treatment as well as the Nile water. And here we're talking about the so-called tertiary water treatment, which includes the primary step, which is the removal of hard substance from the water, and then the secondary step, which is using biological processes to clean water from the biological traces, and the tertiary step, which is the filtration. And it's important because the agricultural products that are targeted to be produced in the new Delta will be targeting the export markets, and such export markets, especially in Europe, they care so much about the health standards and the purification standards, and that's why it's important for us to use the state-of-the-art desalination technology in such projects.
Yes, I thank very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Ayman Ghonem, the economic expert. We really had the pleasure to have this with you, ladies and gentlemen. Short break, and we are going to be back to you.